Hi, I'm Jennifer with Wisdom of the Wounded, and I am on the Mulberry Blueberry Farm today. It's an exciting day for us at Wisdom of the Wounded. We are picking blueberries with our team and a team from Kids Food Basket, who's here with us, a nonprofit that's local in the Holland, Michigan area. And we will be donating all the blueberries we pick today to Kids Food Basket to use to serve the kids that they serve in our community. I have Afton DeVos here with me today from Kids Food Basket. She's the Associate Executive Director there, and she's going to share with us a little bit more about Kids Food Basket and what they do, the need in our area, and most importantly, how we can get involved to care well for kids who are hungry in our communities. Thanks for being with us today.
Thanks for having me. We're glad to be here.
It's been a fun day so far. We've got lots out on the field picking, and it's a beautiful day.
Beautiful day.
Yeah. So tell those that are watching a little bit more about Kids Food Basket and the need in our area and what you all do.
Great. So at Kids Food Basket, our mission is to empower communities to attack childhood hunger so that young people can learn and live well. We started 15 years ago based on a need in Grand Rapids, Michigan. There was a principal who witnessed a little girl digging through a cafeteria lunch dumpster. And she approached the little girl and said, "Can I help you? Is there something you're looking for?" And she said, "I'm looking for food to take home to my family for dinner." So at the time, this school was a failing school in the state of Michigan. It had a lot of intervention from the state. And she recognized that hunger may be one of the reasons why that school was failing. And so she contacted her friend, Mary Kay Hood, who was a volunteer coordinator with Meals on Wheels. And they started getting a group of volunteers together to pack sack suppers. And that's what we do. 15 years later, we're still packing sack suppers. So back then it was a juice box and a sandwich, and now our sack suppers include a fresh fruit, a fresh vegetable, much like the blueberries we're picking here today, a protein item like a sandwich or a hard-boiled egg or a meat and cheese roll-up, and then a healthy snack like a granola bar or trail mix. And we're serving over 7,500 children each weekday throughout 3 counties in West Michigan, throughout Ottawa, Muskegon, and Grand Rapids and Kent County area. We do all that with the volunteer force. So today we're here picking blueberries with the use of our volunteers, and volunteers age anywhere from 5 to 95 or 105 if they can get out there and put something into a bag. So it's an incredible workforce that has come behind this issue of childhood hunger in our community.
I think people would be surprised to know that 1 in 5 children are hungry in our community.
In our country, 1 in 5 kids are impacted by hunger. And so, what does that look like? That can look like truancy, not showing up for school, serious health outcomes like obesity and diabetes. And some often say, well, how is a child obese if they're hungry? But what we find is that kids living in poverty are chronically malnourished or undernourished, and they're getting the cheap dime store type of foods like Pop-Tarts and Cheez-Its because they're easily accessible. And so part of what we do is break down the barrier of access to food. We certainly aren't a nutrient poor country. We are an access poor country, and we have a lot of our kids that are growing up in impoverished communities where there's not access to good food.
So tell us a little bit more. You started talking about the volunteers. How does it happen day in, day out at Kids Food Basket to serve that many sack suppers?
Yeah, I was just talking to Karen about that, and it's really a labor of love. It's a beautiful thing. We say 3 things go into every bag. 1 is brain food that kids need for proper brain development. 2 are healthy habits. They're learning about what a fresh fruit and a fresh vegetable looks like. But then that 3rd is the touch of love, and that's really the volunteer force that comes out. We have volunteer opportunities at all 3 of our locations throughout West Michigan, and 5 to 7 days a week. And so it's really an incredible group of people that give an hour of their time. I was talking in the car on the way here with my kids about what volunteerism really means. And when you're an adult and you can teach young kids from a very young age that giving an hour of your time can impact somebody else's life, what an incredible gift to be able to give to your community. So we're really marveled by we marvel at our volunteer force. They're just an incredible group of people from all walks of life that care about kids.
So you talked about volunteers from the age of 5 to 105 if they can. What does a 5-year-old do at Kids Food Basket?
That's a great question. 5-year-olds can do a lot of different things. What we say at age 5, a child can actually pack on the line. So at each of our 3 locations, we have ergonomically sound tables that have been designed by our strategic partners throughout the community, Amway, Herman Miller, ADAC Automotive, that have designed these beautiful tables. And a 5-year-old can actually sit and put a banana or a packet of blueberries or a sandwich into the sack supper, and then the sack supper goes out, it's delivered to the child. So 5-year-olds can do everything that an adult can do. They can come out today and pick blueberries, which we have a lot of kids here doing today. They can also decorate bags. Actually, any age child can decorate bags, and while decorated bags isn't necessarily solving childhood hunger, it's that touch of love of making a child feel cared for, and it's a message of inspiration often for the children that we serve.
I've heard stories about those bags.
Yeah.
Tell me about some of those. Kids hanging them on their walls.
Yeah, that's my favorite story. We had a school social worker that shared with us that she did a home visit at one of the children's homes that we serve, and above the mattress, all of the decorated bags were put up. And unfortunately, in that home, there was very little that the family had in terms of possessions, and that mattress was the only thing in this child's bedroom, and above the bags were there. And she asked the little boy, "Why do you keep those?" And he said, "Because they're mine." And I think that when we all heard that story, it just resonates with us that there's an ownership, that this meal is theirs. It's a nutritious tool that's theirs and it belongs to them.
Mm-hmm. Well, I love that it's so simple to get involved and to make such a big impact. So how do people who are in Muskegon, Holland, Grand Rapids, in this community, get in touch with Kids Food Basket to get involved?
Well, the best way is our website. We can certainly take a phone call anytime. But there's a lot you can find on our website. You can look up volunteerism, kidsfoodbasket.org/volunteer, and you'll see that there's an opportunity to sign up on our Volunteer Hub program. It's really slick. You can see 2 months in advance what the opportunities for volunteerism are and plug yourself right in. Do you want to pick blueberries out on a farm? Do you want to come in and put celery sticks into a Ziploc baggie with some peanut butter, or do you want to make a sandwich? You can plug yourself in for a very specific task. Additionally, you can give. Giving is incredibly impactful. We're a 100% charitably funded organization, so $1 makes a tremendous impact and ensures a kid gets a nourishing evening meal. So also, a lot of people do what we call third-party or community-based events in lieu of a birthday party or a child's birthday party or an anniversary party. They might give a gift to Kids Food Basket or have people bring items on our wish list, host a wish list drive. We always have that posted on our website. There's tons of different ways to get involved.
That's great. What if you're not from our community and you want to get involved in attacking childhood hunger? What suggestions do you have for our folks who are watching who aren't from this area?
Well, we hope someday that we're much bigger than West Michigan, but right now this is where we're making an impact, and we're committed to continuing to grow here and serve this community. But I will say there are many, many hunger relief organizations throughout the country doing great work. And I would encourage anybody to look up Meet Up and Eat Up. That's a Michigan No Kid Hungry program that we're involved as a promotional partner here locally, but it's No Kid Hungry on a national scope. Share Our Strength is a wonderful organization that can connect you to your local hunger agency. Volunteer, get involved, do a wish list drive like folks would do for us, make a donation, get your kids involved at a young age and expose them to what it looks like for a child to have needs and how they can make a difference.
That's great. Well, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you
and
for
I hope
having
the
me.
blueberries are put to good use.
Yes,
and
I think they will be.
I think they will be too. Thanks for watching, everyone. Care well, and God bless.